Hey guys, so just excuse my hair, excuse a lot of things that are going to be happening in this video because I will not be editing. I just need to shoot this and put it right up because I'm super busy. Today and tomorrow's vlogs are just going to be giving you guys updates or answering some questions you guys had. So today I'm going to talk about the progesterone cream cycle I did, and tomorrow I'm going to talk about the foster adopt process, which someone asked about and how far we got. And we've actually made some decisions in that, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. But they're both going to be like one take days. And there might be background noise because I'm not going to edit the dogs out. I literally have to like get this up. Things are crazy right now, but good crazy. I'll talk to you guys about it the day after tomorrow. Okay, so I did natural progesterone cream. If you want to know the backstory or why I did it, hold on. Okay, if you want to know the backstory or why I did it, then go through my, I'll try to link it below, but if I don't, go through my videos, my daily vlogs, and look up trying something new, and you'll see a picture of me holding it. So you guys will know why I did it, the explanations in that. So I obviously did not get pregnant because my period came, but things were so different that I chose to continue taking it because my friend's naturopath, I think I said it right, told her it could take up to 3 months. I'm only going to do 2 months. Last month I did it. I used an OPK one day, and that was it. I was really relaxed about it, which I have been. Like, I honestly hate when people say relax, because when you're trying to conceive, your first year really is not stressful. You're like having fun with it, especially if you go into it like I did, where it's like, I know it can take up to a year for a healthy couple. So we were super relaxed. I can't stand when people say be really relaxed about it, because I don't think they understand the whole first year is relaxed, because you don't understand like you're having issues. Another thing too is I have been relaxed. Like, I in my head have that it probably won't happen. I know that sounds really negative on its own. And so I don't really put a lot into it, and I just live my life, and I'm like, if it happens, great. Not, we'll get the IUI thing, like the next IUI. Anyway, so I'm getting off topic, but the first thing I noticed was, at first I felt really sick, and I looked into it. I like Googled and did a bunch of stuff. It says if you're estrogen dominant and your hormones are being balanced, you might feel really sick at first, which I was dizzy. I was nauseous. It sucked, but it only lasted for like a week, and then it kind of like went away, and then I felt fine. The only thing that sucks is I have gained like 2 pounds, but I think it might be water weight from the progesterone cream because my clothes still fit the same. Like, I don't know. It's weird. So that's only negative I can really say about it. The first week and gaining a little, like a couple pounds. The positives of it were, I was feeling like around ovulation, I got a positive OPK. I only took one, and it happened to be positive. I was feeling a lot like I did when I got the IUI. Like, I could feel cramps, like more than just like a pinch. Like, I cramped for about 10 minutes when I think I ovulated in my IUI. Whereas before, when I've taken Clomid and stuff, I could feel when I ovulated, and it was just like a pinch. This time I could feel it like when I got the IUI. Now, I'm already well into the second cycle of doing the progesterone thing, and I literally yesterday, I didn't take any OPKs because I'm temping, and I'm just making sure we have sex, you know, enough to cover our bases, which is, you know, you don't need to have sex every day. Every other day is fine, and especially if you try to get it the day before ovulation is best. That's what the fertility doctor says. But so we're just like, you know, doing it, but not in a way like if one of us doesn't feel like it or we're tired, then we're not going to stress about it. You know, this is just an experiment. Let me just put it that way. So yesterday I started feeling extremely crampy, like I did with that IUI, but all day long into the evening, and then it stopped around 10 o'clock at night. So I don't really know if that's ovulation yet. This morning my temp did go up some, but usually even when I do like medicated cycles, it goes up one more and then stays up. That's usually how it goes if I actually ovulated. So I'll have to wait a couple days. I'll tell you guys in my daily vlogs when I do get confirmed ovulation, if I do. This cycle, I just was like, I'll just temp and see what's going on and see how my chart looks on the progesterone cream. And so far it looks really good. The one thing I noticed was I started getting cramps early on with the progesterone cream, but it kind of made me wonder, like, I really started wondering, was I pregnant this cycle? Because another thing is I always spot super early in the cycle, and that's why I think I might have some kind of estrogen dominance. The thing is, the best way to test for estrogen dominance is through a saliva test. Most fertility clinics and doctors only do blood tests. So that's why I'm kind of experimenting with this. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I really started thinking like I might be pregnant because my like period, I usually start spotting at 11 DPO when I didn't. I got all the way to 14 DPO, and then I was late according to my calendar, like that keeps up with my cycle. I use Fertility Friend. And so the day after I was officially late, I was like, I would not test, you guys. I was so scared to test. And I was like, oh crap, I hope the progesterone is not keeping my like period from coming. But then the day after I was officially late, usually I start, and this is so much TMI, just shield your ears now if you're not trying to conceive, but usually I do the brown spotting thing from cycle day 11 to 14, then around 15 or 16 my actual period starts. I've never had just bright red blood, which is what my friends describe as like what their period starts out as. They don't have PCOS or any issues. So I went to the bathroom and there was like a normal girl. I had like bright red blood. I was like, oh my God, and I didn't do my whole spotting for 5 or 6 days. It was crazy. Now that happened, and then that evening it stopped and turned back into the brown stuff. So the following day took a pregnancy test. Then I was just heavy spotting brown. TMI, I'm so sorry. But I want to give you guys all the details of why I'm going to keep trying it. And then I figured, okay, I took a pregnancy test. I took one the following morning as well. It's well past my period due date. It's not, so I stopped taking the progesterone to see like, you know, if my period would come full on, and it did. That evening, no, the next morning it came. It wasn't super heavy, which was great because I really hate when my period's heavy. It's gross. It just like felt right. I don't know if that made sense. It felt better. Like it wasn't as painful. Like I don't usually have painful periods, but like when I ovulate really well with like, say Femara or something, it's really, really painful, like crampy. I don't know. I just feel like it did something and it wasn't something bad. So I'm going to try it another month, which is now, charting to see what happens. I have not decided if I'm going to, oh, and by the way, since gaining the 2 pounds, I lost it because I was like, I am not playing this. I started like drinking more water, and that's why I was talking about drinking more water the other day, but like exercising a little more. So yeah, I don't know, like I might just say and take the Femara next cycle, because even if it is kind of like, say I'm not really actually ovulating, there is a way to like suppress ovulation with progesterone instead of having to take, sometimes they'll suppress ovulation for 3 months before doing like a fertility treatment, because sometimes it helps. I'm not sure why, but I don't ever want to take the pill again because it caused so many issues and like messed with my hormones so bad. And also having high blood pressure, even though I've lost weight, my blood pressure hasn't changed, which is like even the thin people in my family have high blood pressure. It's genetics really, especially after I lost 65 pounds, my cardiologist was like, yeah, I really think this is genetics, and PCOS causes heart problems too. So I just don't feel comfortable taking birth control anymore. And it also causes deep vein thrombosis. I think I said that, thrombosis, which can be a problem in my family. Thrombosis. Anyway, so I'm not comfortable taking the pill anymore. So even if it is suppressing ovulation, then it'll suppress 2 months worth of ovulation before I take the Femara, which, like I said, I haven't decided. I might take Femara next cycle. I'm probably just going to do it. Like at this point, I'm just going to do it. And yeah, I think it'll probably be around Christmas time before we get the IUI, and that's okay. I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's video, I guess, because we're already at 10 minutes. But I don't know. I've really come to a point where it's like, of course you have a chance if you've started ovulating your own, which thanks to metformin, I have had weak ovulation, so I can at least get a period. You always have that chance of getting pregnant, but the injections and stuff, I think, will be a better chance. But I'm not really stressing about it at this point. Like, I really am that person that absolutely does not like hearing in God's time, which I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic. I do believe that God has reasons he does things and stuff, but I don't like hearing in God's perfect timing, because it's like telling me God's just not ready for you to have this yet, or you're not ready, or God doesn't want you to have this yet. And I don't feel like that's a comforting thing to tell people. And I know people say it all the time, like, oh, you'll understand when it happens and all this stuff. I'm like, some of my friends have gotten pregnant, like, oh, you'll totally get it when it happens. I'm like, you're just saying that because you're pregnant. Like, and you're pregnant from fertility treatments. Like, not that God didn't have a hand in that. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm like, really? Like, come on now. Honestly, like, anybody's going to say that when it finally happens. Like, oh, it totally makes sense now. It doesn't comfort people. And I'm speaking for a lot of infertile people that are Christians, that we've discussed this. It does not comfort us to hear in God's perfect timing, because it's like telling you, God said you can't have it yet. When he's ready, you can have it. It's honestly like, I know people mean like comfort and they mean well from it, but it's honestly not comforting. It's almost like reminding you that God doesn't want you to have this yet. And you can take whatever take you want to, just whatever you want to think about that is fine. I'm just telling you from a Christian's perspective that is suffering with infertility, it doesn't comfort me. I'd rather just hear, like, when I talk to my friends about it or people about it, I'm sorry, or just something supportive other than in God's perfect timing. So in other words, you're not ready yet. And like, that's just how it comes off to us. And you can be like, oh, I didn't mean it like that, or this is what I mean by it. It's not going to change how I feel about it. And I'm sure, I know some of you guys have said it to me, and I'm not like upset, or I don't get mad when people say it. I'm just telling you, I don't like hearing it. And another reason too is because, like, some people, they're not Christian. Some people are atheist. And while, we have our own beliefs, it's not I'm getting really soapboxy, but it's like, it's not my job or to judge people or to tell them they're going to go to hell or to tell them what religion they need to be. That's their own personal choice. And I can respect that that's a choice somebody made. Even though my choice is to be Christian and I believe this, I can still be a person that respects somebody in the same way. Whereas when people that are atheists don't respect people that are Christian, they've done nothing to them. It's a respect thing all the way around. So I respect the fact that somebody might be atheist. I have friends that are atheists. It's just a matter of respect that I wouldn't say that to somebody in general that's a stranger or somebody I don't know that well. I wouldn't really say it to somebody. I mean, like, how would you feel if somebody just died? And I'm not comparing this to infertility, but if somebody just died and someone told you, well, it was God's perfect timing. Well, it's a nice sentiment to say, and you might mean well. It's still like totally like, what? Like, that doesn't help. I don't know if that makes sense. Now we're in 14 minutes in. Obviously got a long enough vlog for you guys today. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm just being really honest and candid. Candid. I mean, I'm going to make a whole video on this, but I feel like it's going to be a really long video when I do it. I've been talking to other people infertile and getting their thing, and that's one thing that keeps coming up. Even though we're Christian, we don't like hearing it. Kind of for that reason. We would just rather hear, I'm so sorry, or, just something supportive, but not that, and not relax, and not, what was the other one I was going off the other day about? I don't know. Just get drunk. I am going to go now because now I'm rambling and I am running late. I did not intend for this to be that long. So I'm happy with the natural progesterone. I'm excited. I'll let you guys know what happens this cycle. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.